But yeah, so for example, we made a script on stream where it's like automatically doing a buffer overflow using pwntools. But I haven't dug down into the more complex stuff, like how do we avoid stack canaries and stuff like that. And there was actually on the Hack the Bucks CTF that was recently. Uh, we could do like the first one there. Um, so I don't think I have it up still, but I have it in my notes probably. Right, right. We need to do one thing at the very start of stream. I updated. We need to close this again. Um, yeah, that I shouldn't show on stream, right? Because it's an activate hack the box machine. So it's just partial. So it's on my H drive, my Obsidian. I'm just gonna update it. Public, and let's just so last time, yeah. Let's just do it. This from yesterday. It's okay. Um, You'll get a bad name on GitHub, but I can't spell status. So all the files are added. I've activated my notifications. Ah, right. It was one of the laptops that I'm looking at buying. It said that I said I'm interested. And he said that sounds good. So let's just commit this. Um, all right. Now, when you do it in Linux, it's so nice for it to just, or in Cal, just pops up the old one. So up dates, and this was actually from yesterday. So let's call it 2023-03. 27, and we're actually on 3 updates that day, so I guess I should do today then. Right, it's today we're doing it, or whatever. So, and so let's check the status again, and so I didn't see, it's like not enough space. You should have like clear space, you can see what's what command. I started reading with the commit again, like what is it listening to files for? Let's just push this. So, and then we're gonna pull, and I'm gonna get the stuff from my laptop. So, Titanic, and what? The camera is actually activated by the screen of the tablet that I put in charging. It was starting to click pictures. Very, very odd. So, what did I do? Yeah, right. So last, here, git status. Your branches had 2 commits, right? So we need to commit again, or to push again. So, and then it will have an odd name because it made those commits when it merged up here. So when we did the poll, uh, so from Obsidian Public, main merge by the word strategy. So it's merging the files here, and it's automatically making these ahead by 2 commits suddenly. So that's why we needed to push again. So, but now it should be, if we just do this, by the way, so I can actually see where the stages starts. It didn't work. It's still, whatever. It's good, I guess. So up to date with Origin main. And these are just
New follower
repos
N3
within my
RDH4
repo.
by 0R. Less than 3.
Oh, okay. Thank you for doing the CTF there with me. I'm very new with CTFs, so I need to learn that better. So, yeah. So, Duanka, you set the theme. We're going to do binary stuff. And I'm thinking the first actually challenge from there. So I'm just thinking, where do I have that URL? And I was thinking I have it in my notes, and that's when I thought I have to fix the notes first. And I'm sorry if I'm mangling your name, by the way. Uh, yeah. So whatever. Let's to. I reorganized also these. So instead of having a infosec, I think I had it, and then I had some of these. I had boxes. I had like CTFs and the tools and info one. I had those under infosec. So now I've like removed that and put it all here because it's all right cybersecurity stuff anyway. And the tools and info is where most information is. So this is all on my GitHub online. Um, so I do have a buffer overflowware and that kind of thing. So I'm guessing I did separate out though the code. I had code in here. I still have code in here. Oh, um, but I had pwn pwntools code in here. Now I have it. Let's see if we click here. Now we're in Python programming here suddenly. So I'm like not used to the new sort. Programming used to be under this. So now we have programming here, and we have uh, Python. And then it's not sorted. I need to fix it better. And also I have scripts on my VM that are not here. Here's the buffer overflow one, and that we want to see here really. All right, we'll get the wrong directory, I think. Yeah, it is. It was public. Okay, so let's just. Yeah, we don't need to save that. Oh gosh.
Dilanka Kaushal Hewage says Abizidin is having linking method. It's useful.
Yeah, yeah, it's useful, and also I'm exporting it to. Uh, this is not the latest version. The latest version is on GitHub, but I actually have used this sometimes, and this search is actually probably better. So if we search for pwntools here, it will like give us stuff like this. And this is the old program, the old sort with infosec tools and boxes, and then programming being in the root. So I'll have to redo this. Um, Also, it doesn't really, yeah, it's not perfect. So we used to have infosec in these in there. So if we go here to buffer overflow, so it used to be the pwn tools used to be in here. So, and examples and stuff. Yeah, it has problems with the dashes. It does this. So the header is far down because I wanted this to be on the top above there. I'm very good at spelling sometimes. Uh, yeah, okay. I don't know why I dashed that. Also, it updates all the links you have. I don't use the like graphical map thingy or the links with the number character. I don't use those. Maybe I should. So what I was going for was really that you can't look at code files because it will try to download them instead. So it's not perfect. I'm trying to find something better to export with. This is what we were doing last time. If we close this, we'll try to save again now. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Those are not red anymore. We have updated. Python buffer overflow. Here's that file. So now wait, can you hear me again? Since I use these because I need to reinstall my computer, old USB stuff is just messed up in my computer right now. So this, I've been looking a bit for Obsidian to view code in Obsidian. I'm thinking there should be something. There should be other people who want this. The only thing I have so far is this plain text one where you can add extensions that you want to show as plain text. But I would like to have them shown better. So what happened there? Whatever. So here we can see. I also messed up. It can't run Python now since I messed with Go. And also I've deleted so many things on this computer, just files, cleaning out stuff. So it doesn't really work. Stuff has disappeared there without me uninstalling it. I just deleted the files. It's a bit messy, this computer, but it's still running. Actually, I there. Yeah, so like that. Not grabbing the wrong ball and drinking the isopropyl there. Oh, so let's see now. So this is the basic. I'm missing some files here though. The question is, do I have them on the current VM really? So what we need to do first is to actually run the VM, right? So we started this one. It should be up, and let's start the Kala machine. It crashed yesterday. It crashed twice, I think. We have changed some settings and BIOS now of the proxmox server, so hopefully it will be more stable. Otherwise, I'll have to try and find the bug. Because it's only running this machine now, right? And the hardware that it's given is 2 to 8. This could be something to try and not give it a flexible one, but actually give it a set one, meaning this is the same as this. So we can try that too, but it's running now, so. And then we can't modify. Maybe we can even. Yeah, we can. So it's starting. Is it? That's very black. Well, we'll see if it happens. Something happens. So I used to have my VMs on VMware on this machine. So, but sometimes my stream crashes from too low resources. Like I have a lot of tabs in Firefox. I have not dared to have Discord on, for example. And I don't like this image either. I keep like changing the start screen, but I don't remember where it is right now. You have to like overwrite a file, I think, to have this nice one instead. Maybe I'll change this one to be purple instead. Just the same image, you know? So, I'm sorry if I'm like very random today. But I want to grab that file. But right now I was curious what the name of this background is. Because I want to Google it. Yeah, so Califal has all the nice images. All the old, very old images. This one is when it's starting. So why not have this as a login screen now when they have it even as at the base level or almost, right? At the very, very start. Mm-hmm. So can we grab the name of the right one? It's also purple, this one. So, am I blind or am I blind? Yeah, I'm blessed, just blind. Here? No? I'm like, where is it? There. So, alright, so mouse over. Kelly Cubism JPEG. Okay. Really, part of the reason why I'm not changing to one of my own. 2023. There it is. So let's download it to my desktop. The reason is that I don't want to have to change all the time. Every time I install Kali, I just want to have it running without messing with stuff. But right here we have the image of the processor, right, that we were messing with before. So if we just change the shoe here, so you never know what it will be, right? So we could make this one purple, that's what I'm thinking. So that's maybe too dark. So of course I need to have a purple background, right? You can even compare the color here to my curtains in my preview. Like I like how bright light it is though, so Let's make it brighter. Yeah, and then we need to add the saturation. Yeah, this is not good. It's not good. Yeah, it doesn't work very well. Yeah, so I'm not doing that now at least. Now I have the image. You set the Windows background too. So let's actually save this. I want to Google those numbers later. This is for the X99 motherboard. So, rock that be. So we're going there. What? File not found. So what did I do? Open. I wanted to save that. Yeah, so of course it's not found. Seriously, what's up? Let's put it on H. So it was a directory. Yeah. Okay. And this is nice to know about this. Should I? I'm not gonna pay for lots of money for batteries, and I'm thinking that if I say where I am, it would be costly. Let's just try adding it to the cart. Let's say we want to, because I have two phones, and we want to check out. And what will the shipping be? So I'm sorry, I'm getting there. I actually should grab that tea that I got as a redeem. I didn't forget about it. I'm just thinking, but now my throat is starting to hurt. I'm thinking I should be efficient. So shipping address, and then we can see the price. Oh, okay. Now we can close that one too. Let's drag that one to my other one, so we don't have to have several Firefoxes on. We can close that window too. Just checking this online quickly. So they're closed. So I'm not gonna do this now, but I wanna keep that one up. So what we wanna do is to make sure we have all the files here. We don't, and the one I wanted to start showing you is not there. So, and I was looking for it the other day too. So as I transferred all my files from this my other VM to this one, I'm thinking this is the way to go. So let's. I usually do mouse button, but let's actually do code today. And I don't think it's in the favorites. So now we have it. I also messed this VM up a little bit by copying some of the home directory stuff over to this one. Um, yeah, see, save settings. So we have an obsidian here too. I'm not perfectly comfy in the GUI. I'm in Kali now, not in downloads. No, I'm in Kali downloads. Meta CTF, am I? No? Why does it say top here then? I don't get that. That's odd. Hold on. Yeah. If I'm looking for something, let's go where home is. Actually, no obsidian here. Oh, I haven't done it here yet, have I? Okay, because I have this VM, right? So I think it might be pwntools. Yeah, this is where I moved it when I tried to fix stuff. Actually, instead of just grabbing the contents of a file, let's move it all. We're going to start a server here. Uh, um, I don't remember all the things. Uh, history grab. Yeah, SMB is good, by the way. So SMB server. There. Well, that one. We could probably just have aired output for a bit, right? And the file name is actually, I think the file name, yeah, this is the file name. It's sometimes it's good not to have a named parameters, and sometimes it's not good because I call them share. Then it's what did I do? Pwntools, right? Yeah, and now we have the confirmation that the file that's the directory name there. That's good. So I think I wrote the right thing, but it's slow. So we're gonna just hop to the PC here, and I'm gonna type the IP, and it's slow on the PC too. I think I remember the IP. I think it was 194 because I was moving some other files. What do you think? Is it 194? Yeah. Uh, I should have like a PowerShell down here, but I don't have space for the ones I use all the time. Uh, so we do have history here too. So I'm sure I did not use just because I was adding it. Yeah, okay, let's check the IP. So I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. I know I am today. That's why I put random stream. Yeah, it's the right IP. I was right. So uh, yeah, so I'm just gonna go back down or just delete whatever. And notes. That's to the rescue. That's why I have had SMB up before. So we're gonna grab all the scripts at once and not have like problems with that. Connect from Windows. and here. So let's copy that. Oh, this one is with a letter. It doesn't matter. Don't need a letter. So let's call this one. No, I didn't manage to copy. I have this problem sometimes that I can't copy stuff. It's like several funny problems. Yeah, I should really reinstall it. It's not nice to just go deleting everything. So 192, 168, 0, 184, and fine, it could be V if it wants to. And we're getting a. Okay, so there's something wrong. Username. Oh, okay. User. Cannot find the path specified. Okay, so it wasn't right. Okay. So we're going to abort this and we're going to run it again. Because if the name doesn't exist, then that means it's supposed to be this way. Yeah, and it shows us now too. So now there will actually be shared files. So if there's something I'm not telling, tell me why, right? No, it worked because the share didn't exist, right? So now we have a v colon here, uh, which has the files. And as we're on Windows now, here I'm comfy with the GUI, right? So we have the files. And let's just open another one. We could have opened Total Commander, but now we're going full on GUI on it. So I'm kind of thinking that most of these will be useful, right? Specific pickle web. Yeah, these are like web SQLi stuff. Um, so let's actually put them in the notes, not on E. So Obsidian. I'm regretting I did the GUI. I'm regretting it. Regarding it. Programming Python, and then let's make a from Cali VM, and then we'll see if I manage to get these to the right places before next time I upload the repo, because there'll be doubles now, uh, double files. So we can actually close the other one down and just here we can see that it authored okay, right? Because I just used user as the username to connect username and password, or the actual username and password. So let's abort this. There. So we can just close those and close that. Yeah, we don't have to open all the files and move them over that I was planning to do. Instead, we have all the things here already. So in Python, we're in Python, right? pwntools, Python course, Python scripts for hacking, from Kali VM. Here we have all the things now. So buff, the one I was going to look at, which we could have done on the Linux machine, but yeah, they're called Pwn. The first ones, I think. No? So am I still not finding the one? It's supposed to be called information or something. So this is the kind of long one that I have on GitHub. This is just for BrainPad. This is Brainstorm. This is just a bad character thing. Fuzzy thing. Short ones. Tests. Debug. Here's the info one. We found it. So let's actually run this one too. So let's go back here. So we can look at the code on the Windows machine. Since this VM is quite new still, I haven't set stuff up properly yet. And I might not if it keeps crashing. We'll see. But it has the files. So let's cd pi tools. Funny how it stayed gray there. And let's go to buff. And then we need to have some executable to check out. Let's just mousepad. Pwn health info. Oh, if you misspell, it won't work. There. So elf file name. So we have a file name here called, it's validate. We did this on. So where do we have the validate one? Is it in the same directory? No, when I'm tabbing now, it didn't tab on the machine. Yeah, so we have validate here, so we can run it. So let's just, didn't I? No, of course, here, this is where I typed it. So let's / it instead. Okay, so as I said, newly installed machine, and I'm thinking I just started making notes on how to do this nicely. And I'm kind of thinking we should test my notes. And just find them first. This should probably be in Python, which is up, not down. Later learn that. So Python should be environments. Python env. So I need to do something about this, that we get box notes every time. It's annoying. But now with the new sort, I don't even know how. Yeah. How they will sort. Sorry for the messiness. So we see overflow for. I want to start doing stuff, not just prepare. Yeah, I'm starting. I'm going to make some of these things. I'm going to make like here it is. This is the document that I was looking for. So it's in Python course. Okay, okay. That's quite logical, right? So we have the Python virtual environment. So I might type some more text, make it an article, like a blog post. So this is how we do to get around the way Kali works now. You can't just pip install something. It's messy. So this is the easiest way to get it working. So I'm assuming that if we try and do, I don't think py3vn. This is odd in the text. Yeah, yeah. So this is what it actually looked like without it selecting those things. I'm like, why is the space in there? So let's actually install this. And maybe I should fix my notes. So sudo apt, I guess we update first. When I'm typing my password, I'm quickly looking and seeing that I'm not sharing my keyboard, you know. So in one way, I want to install it generally in all of this. In the same way, pwntools might be where we're supposed to run Python, right? Maybe that's a nice thing to have all the Python things in pwntools. So that's where we should make the environment too, right? So let's go back one directory here, where we have these. And this is where we're going to do the next step, which is create a virtual environment in the directory. So then we do, actually I didn't install it. So sudo apt install first and then py. I'm quite curious why I didn't have this in the history, because I copied the history from the other one. Py So, oh, I did that yesterday too. So, I'm installing py3vn. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab this and make this instruction more complete. We want to bring this, right? And we're going to not remove the lines, but actually give detailed instructions on how to do it. So I'm just adding lines here. So, not the misspelled one. So grab that and there. So now first install. So we update and we install, right? Uh, and then we create virtual environment in the directory, and then we can follow the syntax of this to do the actual command on the second line. And then we copy this and confirm that this actually works well, right? So it's still installing. Let's continue checking the instruction. Run source bin. Uh, uh, so start using the environment by running colon. There. It's 96%. The VM will be used automatically for the user, but to run a script with sudo, you will need to give local Python path. Yeah. Run, deactivate. To exit the virtual and well, that's not the same syntax. Exit the virtual environment by one. There. Deactivate. So, um, use pip3 for installing libraries. It's aware of virtual environment. We need examples of that. So let's make one. Pip3. I'm saying three, typing it too. Uh, tools. So this one needs to be split. To run scripts. So we got an error code. DPG has failed. Fatal error. Assert error board. Get. Fetching, unpacking, setting up, running. So, did you mean? So there's a bug in here. In a magic AHP syntax running is with a little mean equals. Well, this is like a thing you should report, I guess. So let's just grab this. So I'm like, where's the copy? Now I'm going for the notepad again, and it's still bright light. So I was thinking of actually making a dark pad that I started thinking of yesterday. Making a notepad that is dark, and you can just replace notepad with to get rid of the bright light. Or we could like hack the notepad file, right? Maybe we should look at it. Um, it's a simple program. Error processing package. I mean, where it sets a color. Oh, whatever. Uh, there'll be like at least two colors to change. Maybe that's all. Sub process. So let's run the same thing again. Sad but true that it usually works, right? Yeah, we got the same problem. So I don't want to have to edit that. We grabbed it. We have the error message. Error message. It's still continuing this time, right? dpkg. Closing it. So let's close this one because I'm thinking it might mess with it since we started another process in the same one. So let's just make a fresh one. Actually, I'm gonna restart this quickly as it did install stuff. So I don't really like. This is what I mean with the nice images actually already here, right? At the very start of Kali. And then we get the ugly one with the log. Why? Why didn't they put the nice image here too? So I'm talking too much. My throat is dying now. So I did this made this instruction the other day. I didn't have any problems. Yeah, it could be the mouse pad thing, but I don't think so. Maybe it was. Sorry. So I need something in my tummy that is not liquid. I have some cookies. So these are very nice. Berries and white chocolate. The latest Kali does that, it seems. Like it has 4 images and then it pops to this one. Why? And why not have the nice image all the time? I'm so sorry we're not to the poem stuff yet. So I'm going through it again. You should have one hand busy. Seriously. It's like I printed it, typed it without this hand, and the T became something else, but I just missed DNA. I should have
Hydrate.
arrowed up.
Hydrate. Hydrate.
Thanks. There's actually updates. Maybe we should update first. That's not final stream, is it? Let's do the install again. And if it doesn't work, then we'll do the full thing because I understand if it's installing a newer version than the one compatible with the things we have, you know. So that might be why it didn't work. And 499 should be kind of quick. But I'm curious now if that's a problem. If it doesn't work again, that might be it. So how are you doing, Nerd Hexer? I connected on LinkedIn, right? I hope it was the right person. That's what I'm saying. But I saw it there on LinkedIn. So in your posts, I think you had it. It was like 20% when it died last time with a bug in the script. So we could multitask, but let's see if it can do it. Yeah, so we have the crash again. So I'm not waiting for it to crash. I'm trying to avoid it. Yeah, it'll slow crash. How long did we wait last time? So there's another one. I'm also making. I'm going to start making like medium articles, but I kind of like how they read there. It's kind of like a nice. I also was thinking about doing them on LinkedIn though, but the one I'm starting with is doing Kali on AWS here, this one. So I have started to writing out more stuff, and I'm going to add screenshots to run a full Kali on AWS. So, and maybe this will be one too if it works. So I'm guessing it's just updates. It's just still frozen. It did it last time too. I noticed that it was just frozen there. Alright. So it says that Andy Siphon has Fire Safe Fridays. It's a Friday today. That's what it said. Oh, they have a reminder like how did it already become 1750 here? That's like odd. So this is how I control stream, by the way. I have this on my phone here. So it is more like this. And I can click the buttons to switch. You click the right or the left. And when we have the desk cam here, I can go like zoom, medium, full. You see all the mess there. So this is charging now. We'll see if it's live later. So, and my good cookie with white chocolate. And it still crashed. Oh, it did it. It did it. I'll just do it one more time. They always keep popping up new ones. Hmm? So, one-handed. Let's see if I can hit all the keys. Let's hope this takes shorter time than that did. Let's do something else. Mm, I'll talk you through the script, how it works, right? So, we import pwn, start from pwn. We get the file name of the executable. We just say that we're getting ELF information. And when you run the ELF, if you don't turn off information, like change the mode, I think I'm doing it here. Log level. I just want critical information, not info. Uh, so I have to click. Where is it? I'm so used to going back in Obsidian. Um, right, so here it will actually output information about the ELF file. And then we're also getting some other things. So we're setting E, which is the ELF file, to be the context binary. And context is another thing that's in pwn here. Then after doing this, connecting the binary that is loaded into here, then we can get OS, architecture, bits, engineness, and log level from it. The log level is mostly to check with that, of course, because it's not really something on the executable, I guess. Um, I have to open this one too. Can I do it like that? Yeah. So it's a log level that we set here. And then we can also get the base address by doing e.address, not context. And we can e.read, e.address, 32 bytes. We can read how many bytes we want from there. So we will show this in a hex dump format. So we have lots of information about it. And then for the function, maybe this is a bad word here, whatever. E functions has values, which we will iterate through here. And if the function name's first character is not underscore, meaning we only get the main functions here. We can list a lot of them. There will be a lot of functions. And then we're disassembling each of these functions by using um, disasm, and we do the function name with e symbols. We're getting symbols for it and the size of the function. Um, and let's see if we can unmouse over here. Not a lot of info there now. Also, you can see the squigglies here that it doesn't know what this is. It doesn't have Pony installed. So that's why it can't do that, probably. So it is 91% of the installation already. Um, so this is the same one, copied. I've commented out stuff. So we added debug break here. Symbols, exit built in. Yeah, so we're actually patching the executable. Um, and we're saving it as a modified version, and this is with bash too. Putting a breakpoint in bash. Um, right, so change directory, cd. We're changing it and making puts of it instead. This is an example. I didn't think of this thing. I don't know much more than this about it. So this is for me to remember that there are cool stuff to do here that I don't know yet. And change the license to Hello World. Yeah, so it's definitely an example, right? So I was reading the docs, I was grabbing things that looked fun, and this was like more normal fusser thing, I think. Right, there's also, let's see, to use pwntools, you don't have to write script. You can use it from the command line. And since I've moved stuff, I can't find it. And it's not in this, of course, because we just added the scripts only there. But from the notes, hmm, I put part of it in Python course with a big question mark on there. No, it's just environment stuff, right? So it's a 7% again now from unpacking and preparing. Uh, so when you see a 93%, you're like, yeah, it's almost finished, and then it starts again. I usually don't pay that much attention to when it's updating. Hmm. So nerd hacks are you still there? So maybe you'd want to hop onto stream with me sometime, maybe not today, and explain CTF, doing CTF. You seem to be very experienced compared to me, because this was I did a meta CTF last month, and that was the first ever I tried. I've done like the meta CTF single easy thing before. Um, and on that one, I did the two first ones, in like less than 10 minutes, and then the next one was like, ooh. And then I spent so much time in Ghidra not knowing what I was doing. And I had opened in the same project several executables that were from other stuff, so I was looking at that and just wasted all the time, kind of thing. And then I almost finished the Python one. Well, it's not a Python one. I did a Python script. I don't remember it. It was a month ago now. Anyway, this one, I was so tired after the Hack the Box meetup that I really didn't do it. But I did the first one. And then I was like, oh, Python code. Uh, yeah, I was so tired when I got home yesterday. So it starts at 22 my time, and I got home at like 22:30 almost from like the box thing. And then when you get inside, and it's been, yeah. Also, the bus was broken, and it was like very windy on my head. It wasn't a good trip, but I had a great time. I had a great time on the meetup. Anyway, so that was not a good experience. It was, and then I was sick, so I couldn't do the Hexabox one. I would have liked to do more, really look at the Pwn ones, because I really want to learn that. So that's what I'm thinking. Is that what we're gonna aim at now, looking at the walkthrough for those. So actually, let's do that while we wait. Let's go to GitHub, hack the box, 2025. Found it. So I remember it being hack the box, and I know it's 2025. This one. So here we have all the write-ups. Sorry, I should make a commands command, but it's just streamerbot commands that I made myself, so it's not like any other bots. We can do this. Commands. Here you go. So this is the Robodog commands. There's a clip. Oh, I added this, but I don't think it does anything, right? So welcome in, by the way. Then we have a lurk and unlurk because someone really wanted that. I have a pause that I think it activates like my pause function. I don't know if it works. Screenshot? Shout out? I don't think these are actually. It's when I started, like almost 2 years ago, I guess. Suggest? Yeah, you can suggest stuff. It will end up in my Discord, I think. Teach TTS works, definitely. We have Discord, GitHub, Twitch, and YouTube. It works. And then we have these are admin commands, of course, to start a remote stream. So this is what I use when I like running in the forest or something, climbing on some little rock in the forest. Test image test video. Yes, I was testing stuff. And right and left, I think, are they actually running? Let's see if you can switch to the right screen. I think it might be disabled in actions here. So left and right screen, they're disabled, right? So we can actually enable these. So if I'm on the wrong screen and you're like, my God, why is she doing this? You can just switch my screen for me. So now you should be able to do right and left to see the installation. And I was doing something where I didn't want you to be able to change the screen. Also, there's redeems for that. Platform redeems. Right and left, I should be like here. So these are not enabled, right? So you can enable them. There. So screenshot the command list if you want to. Uh, yeah. So here we have all the different challenges in the CTF, and I have to check your name. Nerd Haxor finished 18 of them in the team that I made to be able to join. And I only did the three of the code ones at the very end because I was sick. I also started looking at this one, but I have never done canary stuff. So I was like, ooh, you know? So I'm very curious to see how they did that. So we can look at this one and we can see if we can use maybe pwntools to do that. Then I also want to do all the other stuff, of course. Did I look at this? No, no. No, not this is not the first one here, right? It was something else. Stars on them. Difficulty. So 1 star is the easiest ones. Anyway, these were hard ones, right? So if it was a Mida CTF one, they wouldn't have put canaries in the first pwn one. I don't think so. Well, Quack Quack is the one I started with. Yeah. So I need to know how to do the Quack Quack one because that's the one I looked at. And then this one, I don't know if it's easier than or harder, but it's the same number of stars. And they don't think they think these are very simple, and of course they are if you already know it, right? Everything that you know is simple. If you don't know the tricks, it's hard. It's impossible even. Um, so the coding ones were quite simple, but they think they're simple, but also I did so. And the first one was actually hardest of the three first, the ones I did. Uh, it would have been the one I would have set as harder than the other two. Um, but also that was the first one I did, so I might have been more sick still. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I should grab that tea that someone redeemed. I made that last week when my voice was even more bad. So I thought I was good, and then I kind of didn't. Kind of went worse again. Yeah, so we'll have to do. I can't like do all the things, but why not? You set the theme there, Bilanka. You said it. That we go pwn and reversing. That's what you wanted. Um, so this is the one that I started looking at, and I opened it in Ghidra, I think, and I looked at it in some other ways. I did not like try to do a buffer overflow on it. I guess I didn't have time, and I was still more sick then. When I did the coding ones was like the last few hours, the same day it ended. Um, or maybe it was on the night before that. So the canaries here, I've never done this. So it'll be fun to learn because they've been annoying. Especially the only thing I know about them so far is that I have done it on a computer that adds them when it's not supposed to, because you're supposed to just disable that functionality, right? So the executable itself has not had it, it's just the system that added it. So I recognize a little bit of this code, but the thing is this explanation here. I looked quickly at it and I was like, okay, so they start with disassembly. This is main. And I'm like, yeah, this is not what I saw in Ghidra. Maybe they're using another tool, right? So maybe they're using IDA or something. And mostly it's not like do this or that. Actually, someone said wait for write-ups from other people. So I'm gonna look for write up for what? For quack. So the first thing you do is you like type quack quack space, and then you can do something to make a buffer overflow. That far I got just from looking at the code a little. If you look at this here, you see that it's checking for quack quack and seeing if it's zero here. Stir stir is this string in this string. Um, yes, my mom called. And since I've been sick, I usually pay her bills. So she got worried. We talked about it like yesterday and earlier today, but still she got a bit worried about that the bill is actually late. It should have been paid yesterday, but it's like weekend and I'm going uh, to her Sunday anyway. So we'll fix it then. Um, yeah, right. So if it's this string and this string, so we need this to be able to even get the second question. Or
N3RDH4x0R says, I didn't try quack quack, but I saw this solution using pwntools from pwnimport p equals process dot slash ld
cool.
linux x8664.so.2
Yeah,
library path dot slash quack quack. Canary equals b canary hex hash change to canary hex payload equals quack quack plus BA52 plus canary plus BB8 plus P640 by
I'll
40137
copy
fp
your
dot sym9
message.
payload p dot interactive.
So do you think all the characters went through? I will see. Uh, so let's make a new. I'm going to have to organize this, but I won't do that boring on stream, you know. But we have Pontool scripts now all over the place, right? And I'm not going to put this in from Kali because we will have to put this on the Kali machine, which is currently on 80% updating. Oh, there was an error there. Right, so it is doing
Sorry, wrong idea.
PyPy3
Paste the
here.
codes. D.
We'll solve it. We'll get it. You maybe paste it on Discord, right? That's probably better than Twitch chat. We'll see if I can paste it. So I saw this hop by that was an error, but it was just that this is not configured yet here. Error processing package dependency problems leaving unconfigured. So it's just unconfigured now. So probably we can use it later. Make it install all the way. So boring thing to do on stream, updating too, right? I should grab that tea. I said that to my mom too. My voice is like going bye bye. I guess I'm still a little bit sick. I usually stream for like I can stream for 15 hours without my voice going away. So this is not normal. Um, um, let's make a new stuff. Yeah, I need to sort this in, and then it's good to know what's new. So let's make a new file here. Will this be pastable? Call it it. Um, I almost gave it an name QWERTY because why not, right? That's very descriptive of something. Let's do it QQ Soul. I can't add a question mark, .py. And we'll see here. Yeah. So import star p process. Let's actually move that down to, oh gosh. Yeah, just paste it on Discord. Let's hop in there. So usually when I had my VM locally before I started using the proxmox virtual machine, then I didn't dare to open Discord because it usually crashed everything. So now we'll see. So I'll take the opportunity to do Discord there, and it should fix the commands command, right? So hopped up in both chats, and so I'm not gonna put your chat messages up on stream, but I can see it was in there. You can paste it in the CTF chat. I can actually scroll down. So here, that's what it looks like. We have a CTF here. And we have lots of channels. Maybe too many because it's not very active yet. So I kind of just put what I want, and we'll see if someone else wants to be there too. Also have other stuff. Right. So I also joined this one. So, but it had like full, and then we have a meetup today. The Stockholm meetup, Xbox. No, tomorrow, and she's in there. And then I'll read your message, Nori, but not on stream. So many things. I have so many Discord channels. It's crazy. It's 100. It's a max. Kinda. I think I deleted a few. So maybe I should be happy that they have a limit. For just the software, I have like, for example, OBS. Actually, why not scroll there? I could just fix that too, right? But let's see if I don't have to. Coding stream. So I have Sammy, I have Forthwall, I have OBS WebSocket, OBS Community, Streamer Bot. I also have DaVinci, IRL Pro app, and Twitch API. You know, the channels on Discord, they just disappear. So just have this new Discord server here. Let's. Yeah, I'll have to look later. So, did you put anything in my Ah, oh, nice, nice. You put it in programming. Very logical. Thank you. So there. Now we got a nicer paste here from Relaxer, who did 18 of the challenges on the Hack the Box CTF. That's so impressive. Yeah, they're not easy. They're hard. They're really hard. Teach me, teach me. And if you want to go on stream with me, maybe on audio from the Discord or like some other way with image too from Discord, we can do too if you want to. So this is like the disassembled code here. This is what the program looks like. Though I didn't have colors, I think. Process. Oh, library path. So now I really want to install Pwn on here. So I don't think this is.
M3RDH4x0R says, I'm not that good, I'm trying to follow XCT and 0xDF.
Oh yeah. So I don't know XCT, but OXDF. I just thought I'll start looking into stuff. I think I like put stuff that I should see. I think it was from his channel, maybe. So if you have any tips to get started and learn things, because it's very different from just doing boxes or looking at try hack me. So even the basic buffer overflow stuff on try hack me wasn't good. I did the hack the box free thingies there, but they were not talking about canaries or anything. It's just like very very basic. So, and I do think you're good. You're just modest. So you're like so much ahead of me. So it installed some things that are required. They want to update pip, but successfully installed. So because this is code and it's like it is, I'm gonna restart it. And hopefully we don't have a squiggly, and hopefully we have some pop-ups on mouse over. So come on, there. So now we know stuff about process. Nice. So I used to have pwntools. I just deleted all the files in my user directory. That's not when I'm going to reinstall. So when you clean out stuff, and then you don't have time to reinstall. So then you're left with a not very well functional computer. So I think I actually moved stuff as a backup. So argv any shell execute, and this is within square brackets too, right? So many things here. This is a process class, and I want list of arguments to pass to the spawned process, but the process itself must be in there. I'm thinking constructor if it's a class, right? I've used process, so this is just more complex, giving it libraries and library paths. Also, the download did contain files too. I think this file was in the download, right? So it beeped downstairs, so my pizza and tea are probably done. And before I go down, I'm going to send a message saying to my hubby that my kid wants pizza. So guess what? Linus wants pizza, but in Swedish. I'm like language confused now. Yeah, I can't spell pizza anymore, even that. I should have said guess what. There's no good word for that. So, yeah, yeah. So the Hack the Box meetup, someone said there I took some pictures. That's true. So just checking my messages at the same time. Quickly. There, done. So I need to go down and get that. I guess this can be on. So the best thing really to do with this, and we can let it work on it. Is, let's send this to the cannery payload, and here's the payload. But this is what I want to know. You know, I don't want to know all of this. I want to know how to get to this conclusion, right? And since I don't know the cannery things, so cannery hacks change to cannery hacks. Oh. I'm like, all right, so we need to add this here. Okay, okay, get that. So let's ask ChatGPT to copy it, to not to copy it, but to explain it while I'm getting the tea. So actually, we can still have that there. And let's go here. Pasting without thinking. So I'll read that when I get back and have some tea. So now the tea bag's been sitting in there a bit. It's a lot of water, so milk. That's actually the biggest quantity. Yeah, and the honey's all in there too. It smells nice. And some milk. Let's not forget the pizza. So actually, since I've been a bit sick, the only one that looked tasty was the one that was vegetarian. Jag skickar till pappa, gubben. Jag skickar till pappa en pizza. Jag skickar till pappa att du vill ha pizza.
Okay, what's that?
Det är den där med grönsaker. So, full teacup, very full. Big full teacup. And I like the air fryer. Now it's really like new, this. It would be funny to get pizza today. He hasn't answered yet. This is vegetarian, no one else wants it.
Your exploit is attempting to overwrite the return address after bypassing the stack canary. Here are a few things to check. Canary extraction. Ensure you have correctly leaked the canary from a format string vulnerability or another method. The canary should be inserted exactly as leaked, including the null byte if applicable. Padding adjustments. BA*52 should precisely fill up to the canary. If the offset is incorrect, use a cyclic pattern to determine the right padding. The BB*8 after the canary is for the saved RBP, so ensure it's the correct length. Return address. P64, 0x40137F, should be a valid address, like the start of a shell function or system, /bin/sh. Pi and nx. Check if pi is enabled, checks x/quack_quack, and adjust addresses accordingly. If nx is enabled, a ROP chain might be needed instead of directly jumping. Debugging. Run with gdbq/quack_quack and use info frame after crashing to inspect stack layout. Use p.req bundle, if needed to control interaction timing. If it still doesn't work, try confirming each step individually, leak the canary, confirm padding, and verify the return address.
So, this is the answers, kind of answers I get. I've never had it say it can't answer something. So, maybe not even type more and see if it just does it. Tells us. Sorry for not reading. So let's see what ChatGPT said. So first we sent just a code, and it understood that we wanted. It was probably thinking I wanted to debug it, right? But what I really wanted was it for it to explain the process arguments and the other stuff. So I'll do ask again. But first, it mentioned string format vulnerability, and I'm like, details. So I just copy pasted as I was eating pizza, right? And I'm getting more pizza. Oh gosh. Well, I eat like a third or maybe sometimes half of the pizza. Usually not. So it's not like I will eat a lot anyway. If you suspect that format string vulnerability, find the canary. So let's run this. So I have quack quack, right? I have quack quack on there. I think I tested this. But the VM died also at some point. It's still on. And we got this error again. So I'm so sorry for this. This was our problem, right? Mm, we apparently got the same error still. So maybe I should have gone with an older version instead of. This is not the same one though. To not fully installed or remote. So let's just do this first so we're fully up to date. Yeah, and it's doing that one again. Yeah, there's a syntax problem here. Though this is warning, right? So I almost need to check this out. So I was gonna run the executable. We will. Let's just quickly check this first. And let's just check the file is there. We can read it. So let's just cat it instead. Right, I had already in the copy. So what line? 188. So maybe we should open it in editor because, yeah, you know. So there's supposed to be S in there. PyPy interpreter C. Assertioner. So this is not supposed to happen when you just install something, right? This is why we like Kali, because everything just works. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, we probably do that. But let's just run it first. What's here? That got commented. It got commented. As you can see, my like stream duration on those, they have a comment character at the start, and this is also a comment character, so that's why it's not red. So I'll read it. Fix broken dependencies, sudo apt fix broken install, clean up partial packages, sudo apt clean sudo apt auto clean. So, and also we had to do dpkg stuff to fix old problems before. But let's I think it's in probably in downloads. And I think I probably put it in like HTB CTF. And CDQ. My god, my fingers definitely wanted to do that again. It's not like I think when I type that, you know? So there it is. So, yeah. So let's do that. Where are your quack manners? And let's also like So quack, quack, and then we do that. Ready to fight the duck. And we're not getting, we got a %P. So I guess we do this again. And as it turned 19, my me popped up. So obviously it's, oh, they have changed this now? Look, I had like a tiny thing of the new ones in the middle. So what happened? Okay, so no. Okay, they didn't think it looked pretty with the tiny ones. So I haven't done identity security at all. I have done not very much privilege escalation, but vulnerability analysis. Okay. Threat hunting and digital forensics are not as much as security analysis. That's odd. I've done the most penetration testing, then red teaming, then exploration, and not much instant response. Security operations. Okay. So what if you click one of these? Then you get the list, right? So these, we looked at the lists before, and they were like a bit odd because there were not a lot in there. So list is the one that I didn't have anything on. Okay, so encryption crypto 101 was in there, but otherwise not a lot. And so was it, this is what I had most in? So they have the full advent of cybers in here, among other things. So there's still more, it's still much more in the list of what I have not done, right? Than the completed list. It's shorter. Just compare the scroll bars, right? And it still looks like I've done all the things. So they might just made it friendlier to look at instead of the tiny little blob in the middle that it used to be. Okay, interesting. Anyway, we were not going here, right? This path that I just hopped on because it's ending is ending Tuesday. And I will have a Hack the Box event for lots of hours tomorrow, like 8 hours. We'll see if I'm there for 8 hours. Yeah. So that just popped up by itself. Let's paste. Quack quack. P input. This will land the code strip split for well in leak. Yeah, so let's see what it says about this. We got the %P back. Input filtering. So we can look at the code, both the actual one and the write-up. I've never used these. I've ever heard of them like one time. So that's what I need to do more of. If nuance or spaces are added. So it's good at finding problems. Let's try one thing at a time, right? So run again. Quack quack. Quack quack. Quack quack. It's a bit interesting though that it does this, right? Maybe it will find something. And there is a new line in there, right? So it is actually hopping down here. Let's see how quick I can be typing that. All right. So we sent a new line. So we already really try that. Whatever. Let's do it the backslash and wait too. Oopsie. Oh, that's so annoying when that happens. What did it grab? Right, it didn't the copy didn't work. I did copy with Control C, and it didn't work. So look, this is what it sent. I did definitely not copy this. It definitely had this selected, right? There we have quack 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 quack, and this time I'm going to test with Notepad. Yeah, I just saw the one thing I want. There, and we're going to add a backslash n. All right, and it did the same thing, but it printed out backslash n. So I heard the door, so I'm going down for a sec. My hubby came up. I'll be right back. So I just wish my tea was still as warm as first. So let's see here. Yeah, so I thought this was interesting. We'll see if what it says. Uh, maybe I shouldn't read this, but do this. We'll get all the code too, though.
Your input suggests that only $5p, $6p, $7p, $8p is being processed, meaning the first 4 format specifiers are being stripped or ignored. Here's how to proceed. 1. Adjusting positioning. Since $5p is the first one interpreted, try increasing the index to leak useful addresses. Quack quack $5p, $6p, $7p, $8p, $9p, $10p, $11p, $12p. If the stack canary is stored nearby, it should appear as an 8-byte value ending in 00. 2. Checking for canary. Look for an output value resembling
Oh, it was
0x1,
nice
2,
and
3, 4, 5, 6, 78,000. If found, extract it in your exploit. 3. Automating the leak. Try a script to capture stack values.
okay.
From pwn import asterisk. P equals process, /quack _quack. P dot
Yeah.
send line.
Yeah,
$5
but I want
p,
to try it
$6 p,
manually
$7 p,
first.
$8 p, $9 p, $10 p, $11 p, $12 p. P dot req bundle, quack quack. Leak equals P dot rec line, dot decode, dot strip, dot split.
So,
For val in leak. Itlen, val, equals 18 and val dash 2 equals 00. Canary equals int, val, 16.
oops,
Log dot
it
success,
did it
asterisk
again.
canary, hex, canary. Break. This script identifies a canary if it's present. 4. If canary is
I
at leak.
did copy
Increase
after
%
that.
and $p
I
values
did.
and try %x instead of %p. If ASLR is enabled, leak a
I
function address
so
to bypass
copied
it.
this.
Debug with
Right?
GDB, break asterisk printf, to
Copy,
see the format string
copy,
processing.
copy,
Let me know if you need help analyzing specific outputs.
paste. So what I hate about this is that it fills up my it fills up my history, and I'm not clearing it out, so I have to do that manually, and that's not fun, is it? So it again got the last ones, which is quite interesting. So yeah, let's see what it says about this. Actual stack values. You might want to be at higher index. I think that might be ChatGPT. So it's just not taking the first four, whatever we type, kind of thing, right? Yeah, yeah. I need more information, right? X instead of P. So no. So it's so warm in here, right? It's actually a little bit colder, but it's 28.1.2. Okay. I'll open my door a bit more. So I'm allergic to spring, and my hubby has his window open, but now he's home and his door will probably be open a lot, so I tend to close it. It's not like he remembers to. Yeah, I'm thinking we need a new strategy. That was one. Um, so, and also ChatGPT will stop working soon. Um, quack quack. 12 hours ago, 2 days ago. People are quick. I guess that's it, right? Quack. 2024. So Let's check those two out. So here they at least say they're in Ghidra, right? And if they, even if they didn't say like, do this to get it there or whatever. The like official write-up didn't even say it, just said here's the decompiled code. Quack quack, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can infer finds the position of our marker string. Printf leaks memory starting 32 bytes after our string. Alright. The second read looks suspicious. Let's grab a payload leak memory. So now this is a write-up. This is not a write-up. This is not a write-up. Let's see, main SVC buffers. Our first goes buff 1. So it's talking a little bit about it. What's happening? I didn't actually read all of it, but so this is like they're not. It's not enough details for a noob like me to understand. It was never done the canary thing. So now let's just compare it with this quickly. So they run checksec, and they get some information. Secondary bypass. Disassemble with IDA. These are using IDA. Oh, so this is what IDA does. Did this one have meaning there? No. This one did. So this is more like what I saw. This is more similar to what I saw. And IDA did this. I guess I should look at IDA. I already knew that I need to, right? But this is a much prettier function, isn't it? The only the free version, right? And this is also so much shorter. And this is like what I saw. This is what I saw. Do, 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 do. And there wasn't even like this. I had even more of them, I think. Buff form V3 V1 4. Oh, Quackledock. Flush. read. And there's a little arrow thing. Stir, stir. We knew this. V1. So it didn't make this nicer. I mean, I would have almost expected if not this, right? Or not the semicolon. Where are your quick manners? So I do feel a bit tired, and my throat hurts. It's only been 6 hours. But I don't think I'm really up for reading a lot of this. I'm thinking we can do some programming instead, switching a bit. Or maybe also tomorrow I can't be late. I have to get up so I can be somewhere at 12. And if I'm like streaming late, then I wanna sleep late. So let's see if we can fix this first, right? I'm not gonna like debug their thingy. So we can use your nerdxers thingies. I don't think it's the installation that's actually broken in that way. Maybe it is. Yeah, let's go with these. We can do all of them. So how come I didn't grab it all? Oh, I didn't sudo. Yeah, I feel I'm a bit tired, but I haven't been streaming all the week. So just at the same place where it crashes. Yeah. So kinda thought it would try the same. It will take some time and then it will crash, right? So let's actually exit this one for now. And I'm kind of thinking, let's make sure I didn't have anything there. That's where I usually run like. So you know what? Do you know what happened? This VM, the proxmox server just restarted. Did you hear it? So now it's starting again. So the proxmox server is off. This is not exactly, I've never seen that before, that it actually just restarted. So if we update this now, we will have a bit of a problem. And also the VM that we're currently connected to here, right? It does not exist anymore. This should be like nothing, no response, because it's actually off. Off. I'm actually going to move that one over to the screen where you can't switch to. So I can check stuff. Yeah.